Hi Paw Prints, and welcome to my channel. I actually am in the middle of filming another video how I make homemade dog food, but it is time for me to also start getting our dinner going. So I thought I would bring you along for that adventure too. So tonight we're going to have ribs and potato salad and some kind of veggie. I'm still trying to figure out which veggie I want. So for my ribs, let me show you them first off. This is what they look like. They're beef ribs. And I do a dry rub on them and then let them bake in the oven. So the first thing I'm going to add in is onion powder. Let me just get some of that out. I got just a little bit stuck together, so I just have to get it out. Okay, so onion powder. Next thing is ground ginger. No precise measurement. I just eyeball it until it looks like how I want it to look. Crushed red pepper. Montreal steak seasoning. Actually, I'm going to open the side where I can pour. My fan was on the stove. It just went off. Garam masala. And just a little bit of this because it's pretty potent, but it adds just a good flavor in the background. Ground cumin. Same with this, just not a ton, just enough to say it's come into play. This is my mixture that I use on everything, and it's pink Himalayan salt, ground black pepper, paprika, and granulated garlic, and I just shake it together. Do a decent amount of this because this is really going to be kind of the base seasoning for your meat. And then one ingredient that I am missing is curry powder. I normally put curry powder in just a little bit, but it gives it such a good flavor. It's so delicious. But I'm out of that, so it's going to have to go on the grocery list for the next time we venture out to the store. So I'm going to go ahead and mix all of this together. Okay, and I just need to grab olive oil. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, and I also forgot apple cider vinegar, and specifically this brand. This brand is the best one that I've come across. So I'm going to open this and make sure you have your rings off and your hands are clean because we're going to be giving the ribs a massage here in a second. Okay, and this has what's called the mother in the bottom. So shake it up before you use it, just until that gets mixed throughout, and then it'll settle back to the bottom again. And you're not going to use very much of this. Oh, got one more little part to take off. Okay, so I'd say like 2 teaspoons maybe, somewhere around there. Okay, now mix all of this up. Okay, let's bring the ribs over. So, oh my gosh, that smells so divine right now. Okay, a little bit of olive oil on the ribs. Not a ton, but enough that the coating will stick nicely. Okay, then we're going to bring the coating over. Okay, and what I normally do is I just grab some, kind of sprinkle it over all of the ribs, and then I'm going to give them a nice massage with it so that they are, oh, that smells so good, so that they are completely coated with the oil and with the seasoning. And sometimes when we eat this, my husband will still dip a little bit of barbecue sauce, but for the most part, he just eats it like this. And I only eat them like this. I don't like the barbecue sauce on them. They are really flavorful. They get really tender because I cover them while they cook for most of the time, and then just a little bit before they're ready, I pull the lid off and they kind of crisp up and get a little bit caramelized, but not dry, just tender and delicious. We have a local store that they have a butcher shop in the store where they cut their meat from like local suppliers, and I'm not quite sure how they're able to do this, but they sell it for like the most phenomenal price, and it's like homegrown, straight from the farm. The area where I live, we're lucky enough that we have a lot of farming around us. So we have a lot of like cows, sheep, we get fresh milk, fresh eggs, chickens, pigs for pork, all of that. And then we also have a really big seafood industry, so we get a lot of fresh seafood. It's a kind of a different combo, but it's super good. I enjoy it. And I'm someone, I personally like to support small local businesses as much as possible. I'm not about that big like factory farming type stuff. So, and when they can give it, you know, for a really good price, when it's all organic and all of that, because a lot of times that stuff is so expensive. So when they can do it for a really good price, it's even better. And I'm not sure what their secret is to that, but I think it's really great that they are able to. Okay, and that's just gonna develop the longer it cooks in the oven. Now I have my oven preheated to 400 degrees. If they're not cooking quite as fast as I'm wanting, I'll turn it up to 425, but I'm going to start it at 400 and see how that goes. So I'm just going to put them in the dish. I'm going to pop the lid on it, and I'm going to stick them in the oven and just let them start cooking, and then I will be right back so we can start on some potato salad. Hey guys, I just realized I forgot 2 seasonings, so I'm just going to put them over the ribs and mix them in. The first is this adobo seasoning, and the second thing that I forgot that is really important for this is ground turmeric. So normally I would have mixed it in with the seasoning that I just did in the bowl, but it'll work out just fine this way. I'm just going to dump a good amount of turmeric. This has a really good kind of earthy flavor. It also has really phenomenal health benefits. And then I'm going to do a little bit of the adobo. I've got another lid I have to get off. There we go. Okay, about that much of that. And then I'm just going to mix this in, and then I'm going to cover it and stick it in the 400-degree oven. Turmeric also has a really, like I said, pungent, earthy smell, but it's also got a really pretty golden color. See, isn't that pretty? Okay. Just got a couple more to do. And then these babies are going to go bake for a little bit. Okay, all right, so they're all ready now. And I try and put the like the meat side up. So now I'm going to go stick them in the oven, and then I'll be right back and we'll start on potato salad. Okay, y'all, so in this pot I have 12 peeled and washed russet potatoes, and I've just cut them into bite-sized pieces, filled it with water, And I'm just going to cook these until they're fork tender, and then I will bring you back to show you how I mix up my potato salad once I've drained these and once they're cool after they've cooked. So I'll see you in a bit. Okay guys, so it's time to make the dressing for our potato salad. This is my mom's potato salad that I'm making tonight. So let me get a spoon. Okay, I'm going to put in some mayonnaise. And in my family, we are the type of people that like more mustard than we do mayonnaise. But you do need a good start of mayonnaise there. And I might have to tweak these things once I see if there's enough dressing or if I need to make a little more. Actually, I'm just going to do this. Mustard. Okay. And I'm going to get out a microplane and we're going to get some garlic. Yeah, I think maybe 3 or 4 cloves for the amount of potatoes I have. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's do 1 more baby clove. Okay, so if you have wet hands, garlic will peel a lot easier. Okay, so I'm going to peel this. Is just microplane them into the bowl. And I'm only going to do 1 right now, and then I'll do the other ones off camera because I just want to show you the rest of the stuff that goes in here. But there's going to be 4 of these garlics microplaned in. Okay, and then we're going to put in some pickles. These pickles are home canned. We did them last August, and they're spicy garlic dill pickle. And some of them are in slices because I was snacking on them the other day. Some of them are whole. These are cucumbers that we grew out in our yard last summer. And see, we always put grape leaves in the bottom, and then you can see, hopefully, right there, some red pepper, and there's garlic in there too. Okay, so let's see, I think I'm gonna get my big knife out for this. I'm gonna push that garlic aside, and I'll do that, like I said, in just a few minutes. And then I'm just gonna cut these fairly small, enough that you know they're there and you can bite into them, but about like that. Oops. Oh, I am getting tired, guys. I've literally been in the kitchen all day. I enjoy cooking. I'm putting in there. So I'm going to finish the pickles off camera also with that garlic. And then the next thing is, my mom just does salt and pepper. This is my tried and true pink Himalayan salt, ground black pepper, paprika, granulated garlic. A decent amount. You don't want it too salty because the mustard is salty already. Okay, and then just do whatever onion you guys. I really don't remember if my mom uses like a white onion or a yellow onion, or if she uses green onion. I think maybe she kind of different ways, different times. So I think for today, I'm going to use a green onion. I just think it'll give it a nice pop of color. Okay, I'm going to wash these real quick and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm just going to chop up this onion. I have 2 green onions to start. If when I'm mixing it together, I think it needs more, then I'll do more. But just finely dice them. Okay, and then that goes in the dressing. Okay, and then apple cider vinegar again. This is the only brand I use. I think it's the best brand out there. Shake it up because it's got that mother in the bottom of it. And then I'm going to have to put some in, mix it with the potatoes, and then I can adjust anything that I need to adjust. We'll start off with that much. Okay, I'm just going to whisk everything together. And I'm going to go ahead and dice up the rest of the pickles and the garlic and see if I need any more green onion. Give the dressing a little test taste, tweak it if I need to, and then I'll bring you back so we can mix everything up. Hey guys, welcome back. I just wanted to show you mixing the potato salad, and we're almost at the end with this. So I also have one bunch of parsley that I chopped up that's going to go in there. And then in my house, we usually have to make 2 bowls of this potato salad because my husband and mom like eggs in it and I do not. But I'm going to be generous tonight and I'm going to put eggs in the entire thing for the sake of the video and because I love them. And so I have 4 eggs for this amount of potatoes that I cooked. I have 1 egg that decided to peel perfectly, and then I have 3 eggs that didn't want to cooperate at all, and they're all chunky looking, but they're going to get mixed up in this, so it's not going to matter. So I'm just going to cut the eggs in half. Let me bring you a little closer here. Okay, cut the eggs in half, and then I'm just going to dice them up. And when they get mixed up in the potato salad, they get kind of creamy and mix around, which is what I don't like, but we're going to do it. Okay, so we're just going to dice these guys up. And I did add a little more black pepper into the salad also. Okay, and we just have one more to do. Okay, and then we're just going to dump those into the bowl and mix it around. So let's do that and we'll see how it looks. Okay, so here's the potato salad with the eggs and parsley. And I think I'm just going to actually okay, so here is the potato salad finished. And I'll bring you back to show you the ribs. Okay guys, we are back for the final little ending to the ribs. So this is what they look like out of the oven. The seasoning's all over the pan, so it looks a little messy, but it smells so good, and I took a little bite and they taste really good. So final thing I'm going to do is drizzle a little bit of balsamic vinegar and a little bit of this sauce that I can never pronounce, and let the heat just kind of help it soak into the meat. You can also put it in when you make up your seasoning mix, your rub mix, but I'm going to do this for tonight. Give it a little bit of moisture, a little bit of flavor, a little bit of sweetness, and it is so good. Not too much of this, just a little bit, because it can make it too salty otherwise. Just like that. Okay, put the lid back on. The ribs are still nice and hot. Let it soak in, and I will be back so we can plate everything up and have dinner.